Hello, people. Bombs over Baghdad, just like every night. Fireworks every single day. Hey, hey. Hey, Anitra. Hey, Nigel. Hey, Bon Bon. We're talking about a whole lot. Right now, I was just talking about the fireworks, how I feel like people are just stepping on landmines every day because all I hear is big explosions every single night. Today, we're talking about pizza. We're talking about my favorite movies. And we're talking about love languages and signs. Astrological signs, part 1. Hey, Jessica, girl. I know everybody's tired of these fireworks. I can't take it anymore. Like, I'm never going to get used to the sound of bombs dropping outside of my house. Alright, so I'm going to get started shortly. I really have had enough. Like, I don't understand. I'm like, who says, you know what? I'm getting all of this extra money from the government. I'm going to buy up all the fireworks that I possibly can. And I'm going to do them every single night, starting at 12 noon. They do them in the daytime, too. Hey, G. Hey, Janelle. It's a family affair on here. All the Jacksons is hopping on today. Yeah, I don't know. I know y'all can hear him in the background. This could literally, like, sickening. Alright, I'm about to go live on Insta. Live. Let me get started. So first, just some church announcements, I guess. Everybody, don't forget to watch Hamilton on Disney Plus. It's starting, I think it starts tonight. So if you haven't already watched Hamilton, it's on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, I don't know if they're doing it on any other streaming site, but yeah. So if you're into musicals, Hamilton is on Disney Plus for free right now. Hey Tiff, hey Brandon. I'm on Greenleaf. I'm on Greenleaf too. I've been watching Greenleaf since the beginning. Hey, people on Insta. Yeah, I've been watching Greenleaf since the beginning. I think I missed like half of last season. I don't know what I was doing or whatever, but I just wasn't like tuned in. But I started off watching a new season anyway, and it's pretty good so far. They have the best writers. My mom says they have the best writers. Hey, Paul. And what else? Oh, I'll show some stuff I got. I will show y'all stuff I got this week. But no, I got this actually last week. From Sierra. I don't know if she's gonna be on this live or not. But she has a business that's called BU. And I have this beautiful lime green, I don't know what it's called. It's like a romper. It could be called a romper. It's a short romper or something like that. So support local business. Sierra Dortch, she's not on here, but she sometimes she hops on this live. But her business is called BU, And this is lime green with magenta writing. And if, you know, I feel like getting my head knocked off this summer, I'm probably going to put this on. Hey, Pops. And also, if you guys can see my eyes, I got some eyeshadow on right now. Just a little bit. Because it's too hot for a full face of makeup for me. But, what I got on is Secret of Pharaoh eyeshadow palette. And it's really pretty too. It has a whole bunch of different colors in it. And I have on this one, which is called Dazzle. And you can find these exclusively at the Hair Hive at 1413 Fillmore. And also, oh, Sierra, did you just get on here? Who is that? I'm leaning in so close. I'm acting like one of the baby boomers on here. I just gave you a shout out, Sierra. I just showed off your romper. I said if I want to get my head knocked off this summer, I'm gonna throw that on. So shout out to Sierra. Hey, Maria girl. And also, next week is my 10th episode of this Let Me Talk series. So I definitely want to say I appreciate you guys all tuning in with me every week and talking with me, going through all the technical difficulties and glitches and just all of the stuff that we've been, you know, doing since the beginning. So 10th episode is next week. So I'm pretty excited about that. And for the 10th week, what I'm going to do is, well, what I would like to do, let me just put it that way, is have a guest host on with me. So if you're interested in guest hosting with me, it's only going to be able to be one person. We can't be all up in here. You can inbox me if you have some experience doing lives. Even if you don't, we can try to make it happen. So next week I need a guest host. So, you know, hit my line. You can put it in the comments. Whatever. Hey, Kiara, girl. And what else? What other announcements I got? Other big announcement. I'm going to be releasing an album. Yay, finally. So my album is going to be released on October 30th. It seems far away, but it's really not. So just be on the lookout for that. The name of the album is called Karma, and I'm pretty excited about that. And it's all done now, so now I can talk about it, talk my shit. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, so October 30th, the album will be, not album, EP, because album is longer than an EP. So it's an EP, not a full album, but that'll be released on 10/30. It's called Karma, so just be on the lookout. It'll be everywhere. Okay, Jeremy said you want to co-host. All right, I will take that into consideration. Hey, Robert. And all my neighbors drive by. They got the best music. And I don't know what. I'm not even going to touch on the Jada Pinkett, August Alsina situation today. I was gonna, but I don't think I should go there. So I may circle back around to it though. But I'll start off with talking about pizza, which is my favorite food. So I want to hear from y'all first, if you will. What is the best pizza in Buffalo? What's the best pizza place in Buffalo? And don't get quiet on me now. Hey, Insta. I'm just waving at all my Insta people. Hey, Tiffany. Leonardi's RIP. No, I felt that. That is my favorite place for cheese and pep. So I completely agree with that. Trying to think. Because I have 4 different types of pizza that I eat on a regular basis. I eat chicken finger, cheese and pep, steak pizza, and then pizza I make for myself. Like if I'm if I'm on a vegetarian bit, I do like a caramelized onion pizza, and sometimes I put like spinach and stuff on it. It's really good. Franco's. And I get my chicken finger pizza from Franco's. I don't go anywhere else for chicken finger pizza unless there's a place that you guys think is better. You can let me know. You said I would kill for any Buffalo pizza. Florida has trash pizza. Yeah, I've heard that literally any place other than Buffalo's pizza is terrible. And I don't get that. Bob and John for chicken finger pizza. Yes, you know what? I went to Bob and John's for a buffet before Corona. I can't remember when it was though. I don't know if it was I feel like it was a little cold, so it may have been in February. I'm not really sure. I think so. Maybe I went for my birthday. Or no, I went for my daughter's birthday. So it was November, so it was cold. So yeah, Bob and John's has some good pizza. Hey Dominique, hey Drewski. Chicken finger subs. I haven't had a chicken finger sub in years. It's been a very, very long time. But yeah. Steak pizza I get from Franco's too. And I'll get an individual pizza and I'll do half chicken finger and half steak on the pizza. Cause I'm greedy like that. And it's like I said, the cheese and pep. I don't really get, and it's crazy. Like the only place y'all gonna hate me for this, but I go to Jets Pizza now. I've been going to Jets Pizza and getting cheese and pepperoni. But Jets Pizza, they put too much sauce on their pizza. There's way too much going on. So that's not. I don't recommend that place. But moving on from pizza, if y'all don't got no more suggestions for me, y'all said Franco's and Leonardi's, that's it. You said you got Santora's today and it was up there as far as savory pizza. Cafe 59 for the chicken sub. Okay. Where is Cafe 59 at? I've heard of it before, but I've never been there. And Santora's, I know where that is. But I've never had Santora's pizza, I don't think either. Hello people on Insta. Hey Biz. And okay, so moving on to my favorite movies. I'll just run them down and then we can see if any of us on here have the same movies that we like. Imperial, yes, I like Imperial. Wait, did I have Imperial before? There's another place. I think it is Imperial that I'm thinking of. Cause Imperial has the like the real like doughy. I like doughy pizza. I mean, I don't like to be raw dough, but I like it doughy. Allen, they cut tenders themselves for the finger subs. Ooh. I know you know all the spots, Drewski. Imperial is bong. Is that good or bad? Do you mean bomb? All right, I'm moving on to my movies. Hey, Mom, I think my daughter is on this live. She's using my mom's phone. Oh, bomb. Okay. I feel like I had Imperial once. But I feel like it was good, but I can't remember. It was so long ago. All right, so moving on to my favorite movies so we can cover everything, because I know my Instagram live is going to cut off before I'm done talking. It always does. So my list of favorite movies, y'all don't judge me. I'll just go with my top 10. It's going to be from 10 to 1. I have a tie, and it's between Ray and Mission Impossible, the Mission Impossible series. So that's number 10 for me. Number 9 is going to be What's Love Got to Do with It, which is obviously the story of Tina Turner. Hey, Jam. And number 8 is It's a Wonderful Life. And I just only recently watched that movie, but I fell in love with that movie when I saw it the first time. And that's about a guy who is just pretty much discouraged around like Christmas time, and he like wishes he was never born. It's kind of like Scrooge kind of thing. The Nightmare Before Christmas is kind of one of those type of storylines. But A Wonderful Life came out in like the 50s. It's a black and white movie actually. And number 7 is going to be you said Eat the Cake anime. Yep. Lawrence Fishburne, he played that role, man. He like I didn't like him for a long time after he played Ike Turner. I really did not. I was like completely over him in that bowl wig that he wore in some of the scenes. It was hilarious. Number 7, hey Teray, is gonna be Matilda. Like that's a movie that will never get old. That I can still watch to this day. I don't know if anybody knows what Matilda is, but it's about this little girl whose parents, they treat her like shit, but she's a genius, and she basically uses her powers to, well, she has her brain power is so strong that she actually has physical powers, and she uses that to I always say get even. Yeah, get even with people who, did her wrong, basically. So, Matilda is a great, great movie. Number 6 is going to be, for me, another bomb dropped. Is going to be The Truman Show. And that movie is with Jim Carrey. And that's one of my favorite movies. I literally watch Truman Show like 3 times a month. It's so weird. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that movie. But The Truman Show is about this guy, Jim Carrey is the main character. And basically he's on a TV show and he is not aware. He was born and given up for adoption as a child. And there's a TV show about him. It literally the whole world that revolves around him, and he's not aware. So his name is Truman, and the movie is called The Truman Show. So it's an excellent, excellent movie. So check that out. And let's see, number 5 is gonna be The Color Purple. No surprise there. That's a great movie. If you haven't watched that, that's with Whoopi Goldberg and Donald Glover, Danny Glover. Saying Donald Glover, getting them mixed up. Danny Glover and a host of other people. Oprah Winfrey is in that too. But that's just a great story about like tragedy and triumph and stuff like that in the South in the 1930s, 30s and 40s, basically. Number 4, I'm running through them so quick. Number 4 is Pretty Woman. Yes, Pretty Woman is one of my favorite movies. And that is with Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. And that's about a woman who is a prostitute. But she meets this rich guy, and basically she teaches him some things and he teaches her some things, and it's a great chick flick love story type of thing. So if you've never seen Pretty Woman, which I doubt anybody has not seen Pretty Woman, check it out. Number 3 is going to be Ever After. That's also kind of a chick flick too. And that's with Drew Barrymore, and I can't think of the guy's name that plays the prince, but it's supposed to be the true story of Cinderella. So Drew Barrymore plays Cinderella in this movie. She goes by her. Actually, the character's name in the movie is Danielle. That's probably why I like the movie so much. And so that's a good movie, romantic, kind of comedy-ish a little bit. And number 2 is going to be Love Jones with Larenz Tate and Nia Long. So I really love that movie as well. That's a cult classic. I mean, oops, sorry, I think I paused the live for a second. Yeah, Love Jones is a cult classic, and pretty much every person has seen it, maybe. I don't know. But I love that movie. Another love story type of situation. So and then our number 1 favorite movie is going to be, I'm waiting for this card to pass. My number 1 favorite movie is Boomerang, and that is with Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens and Halle Berry and Eartha Kitt and David Alan Grier and Martin Lawrence and Chris Rock and so many other people that Grace Jones is in that. She plays a character called Strange. So that's an excellent movie, 90s, romantic comedy with starring Eddie Murphy. So if you've never seen Boomerang, which a lot of people have not, which is very surprising to me, but if you've never seen it, definitely check it out. And that concludes my list. So, but I'll go through it one more time for the people that's just checking in. So my top 10 favorite movies are Ray/Mission Impossible. 9 is What's Love Got to Do with It. Number 8 is It's a Wonderful Life. Number 7 is Matilda. Number 6 is The Truman Show. Number 5 is The Color Purple. Number 4 is Pretty Woman. Number 3 is Ever After. Number 2 is Love Jones. And number 1 is Boomerang. And those are my favorite movies. I don't know if y'all want to share some of y'all's or not. Y'all don't seem like that too talkative tonight. Hey, Insta people. That was an interesting one. Hammock time. Hey. Alright, so moving on. Oh, Tori said, you said I love Pretty Woman. Yes, Pretty Woman is so awesome to me. I just love, the acting was on point. I just love the storyline so much. It just teaches you like not to judge a book by its cover, basically. It's one of those type of films. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust this camera because I don't like the way this thing is sitting. There we go. Actually, Getting it together, getting it together. Okay, that's much better for me. All right. So, hey Manny, you said you love musical movies. Grease, what's love got to do with the Temptations? Yeah, Temptations almost made the cut. Temptations is the number 11 because I'll sit and watch that for 3 hours too. There's some movies that I just have to like, sit and watch. And that's definitely one of them. Hey, Doug. Home Alone. I refuse to watch Chucky. I was traumatized by Chucky as a child, and I don't want to watch that back ever. I'm sorry. Like, no. No. I don't get the whole doll thing. That always creeped me out. Chucky made me cry when I was a kid, so no thank you. I am not a punk. I'm not a punk in any way, shape, or form, but Chucky is just weird. And then they came and did The Bride of Chucky, and it's just like, what the heck? No. X-Men, I never really got into X-Men. He wanted to be a brother in the third one. He got my vote. Oh my God. Yeah, Home Alone is good too. I just thought about that. That's a really good movie. Hey, Insta. Okay, so moving on to the second last subject. I feel like every time I move on to a subject, a bomb goes off. So it's kind of like signaling the next topic I'm going to talk about. We'll just put it that way. Okay, we get 3. So, Waiting to Exhale didn't make your cut. No. Waiting to Exhale didn't make my cut. The soundtrack made the cut for me. Oh, maybe I should wait till they stop doing fireworks. Or not. I'll just talk louder. So, Waiting to Exhale did not make the cut. There are a lot of movies that don't make the cut for me, but I love the soundtrack. Like the movie Wild Wild West. That would never make my favorite movie cut. It's a good movie. Wild Wild West was not a bad movie. It just didn't do good at the box office. But the Wild Wild West soundtrack is excellent from start to finish. So if you ever get a chance to listen to that, yeah, check that out. But the movie Waiting to Exhale, no. But the soundtrack, definitely. Because obviously I'm a big music head. Don, don't be laughing at all of these fireworks going on. Between the fireworks and the people sitting at the corner blasting their music before they pull off, it's just crazy to me. Hey, Sherelle, girl. So the next topic is going to be love languages. Does anybody know what a love language is? Or do you want me to explain what a love language is? So many fireworks. And to everybody who's joining, because I don't know who's in and who's out. I feel like I can see, but I don't want to touch anything and make it go away. But I made a couple of church announcements in the beginning. Don't miss out this week. I don't know if they're just doing it just this weekend or not, but Hamilton, the musical, is going to be on Disney Plus, so check that out. And next Friday is going to be my 10th episode, so I'm looking for somebody to come and guest host or co-host with me. So if you're interested in co-hosting next next Friday, just, either inbox me, hey JJ, hey Jazz, hey Evanet. If you're interested in co-hosting, just hit my line. If you have my phone number, or inbox me if you have any experience doing lives. Even if you don't, we can, try to make it work. So yeah. No, I did not have on a hat for the church announcements, but that's a good idea. I'm not really a hat person. I don't feel like I look good in hats. So my hair is already a hat. And yes, Hamilton is a musical. I went to a performing arts school, so I'm heavy into the arts. So I've never seen Hamilton. I was actually planned on seeing it in November. It was coming to Shades in November, but I don't. Since everything has happened, I don't think that's gonna happen. So yeah, I was gonna take my daughter to see Hamilton at Shades, but since it's gonna be on Disney Plus, and I already have Disney Plus, we can watch it from the comfort of our own home. So yeah. You said me either. My head is too big. No, you look good in hats. You had a hat on recently, and it looked cute. It just gotta be a certain type of hat. But yeah, my church announcements. Guest host for the 10th episode. Hamilton, and then I'm releasing. Hey Kev, I'm releasing my next EP on October 30th. 2020, so be on the lookout for that. It's entitled Karma. It's produced by L Biz, which is on Instagram. I don't know why he won't come over to Facebook, but whatever. He watching on Instagram right now. But shout out to L Biz. He just dropped the album too, called Latter Day Saint. So cop that. And I'm dropping my EP called Karma on October 30th. And another bomb for the next subject. All right, so love languages. Does anybody know? I'm laughing at these comments. Does anybody know what the love languages are? Evan, they call me Mother Jackson. That's what they used to call my grandmother, God rest her soul. It made me laugh a little bit thinking about them calling her Mother Jackson. Nope, Jamila, you already said two with a T-O, so it's already out there. All right, so love languages are basically how you communicate with your significant other. And they are, hey Ricky. And there are 5 love languages. The 5 love languages are words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service. So there's 5 love languages. I feel like there's probably more, but I know there's like 7 or 11. But who has time to remember 11 love languages? That's crazy. So we're just gonna stick to the basics. And so the first one I mentioned was words of affirmation. And basically how you communicate words of affirmation is you basically encourage your partner, affirm things, appreciate them, and listen to them actively. So that's words of affirmation. How to take action with words of affirmation. You can send like an unexpected note, a text, or a card, saying like, oh, just thinking of you, or let your significant other know that they're beautiful and you love them. Just words to like uplift them and encourage them. So and then things not to do if things not to do in regards to words of affirmation. You don't want to not recognize or appreciate the effort that your significant other is putting forward. So, that's words of affirmation. So you just got to basically figure out what love language fits you. You have to communicate that with your partner so they're able to meet and exceed your needs. The next love language is going to be physical touch, and that's pretty self-explanatory. That's like nonverbal body language and touch and showing love, and by obviously touching your significant other. The way that you can show that is by hugs and kisses and like intimacy and cuddling. The things you want to avoid if your partner's love language is physical touch is physical neglect or abuse. Obviously that's a no-no. So if your love language is physical touch, you should, like I said, communicate that with your significant other or a person that you're dealing with, because it may not be your partner yet, but that's a good way to, get things rolling in a positive direction, is communicating your love language. The third one that I'm going to talk about today is receiving gifts. Gifts. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But how to communicate that is just like thoughtfulness and making your partner a priority, like in your life. You can take action with that by giving thoughtful gifts and gestures. Little things. It could be anything. It could be a candy bar, or it could literally be anything. Something that you want to avoid if your partner's love language is receiving gifts is unenthusiastic gift receiving, and forgetting about special occasions, because that is like anniversaries, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be the anniversary of your first date, or the first time y'all went out on a date, or when y'all first said y'all go together. Those things would be important to somebody whose love language is receiving gifts. Hey, Carla. And Shamila said I ain't got my glasses on. And the fourth one is going to be quality time. And I feel like this is an important one, but it's actually, it's important to most people, but for some people that are really like busy, like entrepreneur lifestyles, it's not really that important. But I'll break down the quality time love language. Basically, that's when your partner wants to have uninterrupted and focused conversations. One-on-one time is going to be very important to somebody whose love language is quality time. So how you take action with that is you create, intimate and special moments for them, and you can like take walks to the park and do small things, go to the movies, just something where you guys are together, spending time together, bonding, things like that. The things that you want to avoid if your partner's love language is quality time is going to be a long time without one-on-one time, because that's going to cause a divide and resentment within the relationship. You have to make time and make the quality time a priority when dealing with somebody whose love language is quality time. And lastly, the last love language is going to be acts of service. And basically, acts of service is just helping out, doing tasks around the house, letting your significant other know that you actually want to help them. That's important. Small things like, I'm gonna wait for this car to pass or not. Yeah. They revving it up out there. Making breakfast and dinner for your significant other. Going out of your way to do things for them. It could be something small, like a little chore, anything. And what else? What you want to avoid? If your partner's love language is acts of service, is lacking follow through. If you say you're gonna do something, you need to follow through with that. If your partner's love language is acts of service, so most people, majority of people, they have a combination of all 5 of these as their love language. So I don't know what fits into what you guys is like. You guys is, that sounds so ghetto, but whatever. What you guys like, but I don't know. So what are your love languages? If you want to chime in, you can. Hey Don again on Insta. You missed your shout out. Let me find out y'all just want to stare at me today and not talk. Myra, you said you're still learning yours, to be honest. Okay. That's that's honest. You know, you can like go online and take a quiz and see what your love language is. I did that even though I already knew what it was. Mine is quality time. I'm not really big on gifts. I really don't even know why I'm not big on gifts. I just not big on like inanimate objects. I like things that are living and breathing. That's probably why I like quality time so much, because that's something you can't like you can't replace the experiences that you had with somebody. Most items can be replaced. So I'm really big on quality time. All right, we going right through. We getting through this today because y'all quiet today. But so I'm gonna go through signs, just a few, because there's 12 of them. So I'll just go through. I'm gonna go through them by air, water, fire, and what is the 4th one? Air, water, fire. I can't even think right now. But the first group is the air signs, and those 3 signs are going to be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And I'm an Aquarius, so I'll start with that. The Aquarius season is from, I think, January 21st to February 20th, and I'm on February 12th, so I'm like dead smack in the middle of Aquarius season. And some traits of Aquarius are assertiveness. We're very analytical, very detail and fact oriented, but also very original and eccentric. We like causes. They like to call us humanitarians or whatever. They say a lot of Aquarius, when Aquarius is born, they feel like they're born with some kind of purpose or mission to do something, like to change the world. I feel that to a certain extent, but I'm not standing on a soapbox every day shouting out my mission or anything like that. But I agree with that to a certain extent. We're very independent and easygoing, supposedly. Which I agree with that too, because I can get in where I fit in with pretty much any crowd and make friends. I wouldn't say make friends because that's a strong word to me now, but make associates or whatever. Hey Jackie. And the next sign, I said Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay, so Gemini, I think their sign is from May 22nd to June 22nd. which is just passed. So Gemini season just passed. And that sign is characterized as versatile, smart, youthful. The same can say immature. Erratic, because the Gemini is a twin sign. There's two of them, so they have a flip side. Geminis usually have a really nice, fun, loving side, and then they have another side that's like, whoa, like, who is this person? Curious, and I think that's it. I got something flying around. Which is, okay, so Myron said, you're definitely a different type of Aquarius I've encountered, which is unusual from the ones I know, but good. Are they male Aquarius? Or are they female Aquarius? The male Aquarius is something else, man. I don't know what be going on in their head, but... Mostly female, really? What do you get from what experience have you had with female Aquarius? Was it good? Was it bad? I feel like I win the contest for the live with the most sound effects. Like, I really feel like I live on a movie set. It's not even funny. Okay, and then Libra, you said very fake offer show. Yeah, that's definitely opposite because for the Aquarius, people I know, we're very, very straightforward. Like all my close friends that are Aquarius, we're like, no, we're really not with the shits at all. Like, not with anything that will resemble fake at all. So that is interesting, but it also depends on where their birthday lies. There's more to just the day that they're born and stuff like that. You can dive into it. I mean, if you want me to dive into it for you, I can. If you want to know more information about your sign, but you got to send me $1. Don't say what they mean or mean what they say. I would say, I don't know how to say this without being like, I don't know what it is, but Aquarius women are a little flighty and can be a little flaky, but it's mostly because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. I feel like that's where it comes from. I'm not like that anymore. I feel like it's better to express your feelings outright than to dance around stuff or skate around stuff. So I don't get down with that. The Libra is the last one. Libra is September 23rd to October 22nd. And Libras, their qualities, they are diplomatic, which means they're able to I feel like they're able to calm certain situations. They're able to have huge groups of friends. One of my best friends is a Libra, and she has friends she has friends from all walks of life, and we're able to all get together. I'm like that too with my friends too. Like I can bring all my people together at once, and there's never going to be any issue. Libras can be pretty indecisive. They can be a little for a lack of a better word, shallow. They like pretty things. They like the outer, they like the exterior of things. A lot Libras do. They are great listeners, and they love being in love. Libras love being in love. A lot of times they fall out of it quick because they fall into it too quick. They also like cleaning. Most Libras are clean. I don't think they're as much neat freaks as Virgos are, but yeah. And they like shopping. But that's all I got for y'all for today. So I'll do my little recap. So once again, Hamilton on Disney Plus. So check that out, Hamilton the musical. My 10th episode is coming up next Friday. So I'm going to need a guest host. So if you feel like you're good on live, or you know you can bring something to this series, just inbox me. Hey Deuce, I'm wrapping it up. You late, so I'm doing my whole recap. So yeah, if you feel like you can bring something to the series, just inbox me, or you can comment on here. I'm gonna need a guest host for my fireworks show / talking show, because they do fireworks every time I do my live. What else I said? Oh, shout out again to Sierra of BU. She, I got this from her. It's a lime green and magenta writing jumper romper. So if I want to get my head knocked off this summer, this is what I'm gonna throw on. I'm gonna throw on some of them furry slippers too, because that's all the rage, right? That's what all the cool kids are doing. And the eyeshadow I have on my backdrop is Secret of Pharaoh palettes, exclusively at the Hair High, that 1413 Fillmore. And this is the palette. I'm zooming in on it. Ooh, look at all those pretty colors. I have on this one right now in my eyes. Hey Danielle, another Danielle. I love when Danielles team up and unite. We have like superpowers when we all get together. And other announcement, my other church announcement was my EP. I'm releasing my next EP entitled Karma on October 30th, which is only a couple months away. So just be on the lookout for that. I'll be dropping a single obviously first, and then I'll be dropping the whole project. And it's going to be pretty dope. So I'm looking forward to that. And I talked about pizza. We talked about the best place for pizza in Buffalo is Leonardi's, but Leonardi's closed. So there's nothing we can do about that. But the second runner-up was Franco's, I guess. I like Franco's because I get specialty pizzas from there. I get chicken finger, and I get my steak pizza from there. And we talked about my favorite movies, so I'll go over my favorite movies one more time. I have a top 10. Number 10 is Ray / Mission Impossible. Number 9 is What's Love Got to Do with It. Number 8 is It's a Wonderful Life. Number, did I say 8? I said, yeah, okay. Number 7 is Matilda. Number 6 is The Truman Show. Number 5 is The Color Purple. Number 4 is Pretty Woman. Number 3 is Ever After. Number 2 is Love Jones. And number 1 is Boomerang. And we talked about love languages. And there's 5 love languages, which are words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time and acts of service. And I said my love language was quality time. And we talked about the signs, part 1. We talked about the air signs, which are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And we talked about the traits of those signs, which they're pretty awesome. Because I'm an air sign, so I'm biased. But I get along with pretty much anybody who's a Gemini or a Libra. We're all like very easygoing. So I think that's all I got for tonight. So I'll see you guys next Friday, 9:30, hopefully with a guest host. So once again, if you are interested in guest hosting next Friday with me at 9:30, I'll just add you to live. You must have Instagram and Facebook too, because I go live on both. So I gotta be able to add you on Instagram and on Facebook. So yeah. And I think that's it. So I thank you all for coming to my 9th episode, almost my 10th. I'm excited. And I will see you all guys. I'll see you all guys. I will see all you guys next Friday at 9:30 for episode 10. Love y'all.